Hope everybody had a good week and good week of practice here for us, for our team. Really locked in on this game. I'm going to Buffalo and playing a really good football team. Excited, feel like the guys have locked in and prepared hard and well. Feel like we have good game plans going in. Know it's going to be a great challenge against a very good football team. Just a couple notes for you. As far as ruling people out, we're going to rule out Will Holden and Rock Ya-Sin. Just give you a couple other personnel notes. DeForest was limited today, and he'll be questionable for the game. And Kari Willis has cleared concussion protocol, so he'll have no status, and he'll be up for the game. Open it up for questions.
All right. If you have a question, please put it in the chat function, and we'll start with Mike Chappell.
Frank, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Chad?
In any game, maybe more so a playoff game, is there a balance offensively between true to who you are, yet tailoring things for maybe the other offense you're playing? I mean, you guys had really good game plans against the Chiefs, against the Texans in the playoffs. How much is there of that?
Yeah, I think that was well said the way you said it the first chapter. There's a balance there. And you got to stay true to who you are. But everything is always tailored. It's like you guys have heard me say before, it's like a sliding, it's on a continuum, where you kind of move it along that continuum based on the situation. So we'll factor all those things in. Playoff game against the team we're playing, the conditions we're playing, all those things kind of move those buttons the way that they need to be moved. And that's really the art of it, that we as a staff really try to work together on how we do that.
Kevin Bowen.
Frank, what do you point to, maybe one or two keys either side of the ball for you guys to have, a great chance win the game on Saturday?
Obviously, always turnovers, winning the turnover battle. And then I think another big factor, Kevin, will be, red zone play on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, us scoring touchdowns down there and then holding them back. I feel like both teams are good at moving the ball. And I really think, red zone defense will be key in this game.
And what went into just one practice this week and electing to do the walkthroughs?
Just felt like, with the short week, we can get so much done in a walkthrough. And then today we did extend today's practice a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. We got a few more plays and a little bit more individual period. But it felt like at this point of the year, with all the accumulated reps we had, that we actually, you can't do it all the time or too much. But one advantage of walking through both days is we actually get more reps when we walk through. And so you can clean up little things, talk through more things. I felt really good about it. Really played out how it wanted to in my mind, as far as the feel that those walkthroughs had and as far as the feel as today's practice had.
George Bremer.
Coach, is this a new situation at all with DeForest, or just a continuation of what he's been dealing with the last several weeks?
Continuation. It's just that every game it gets aggravated a little bit, but I feel like every week it kind of like Phillips' foot. Every week it's getting better because trainers are doing a good job and he's doing a good job at taking care of it. But so we feel like we're making good progress with it.
Joel Erickson.
Frank, Jared's matchup at left tackle against the Bills. Is this a tougher test than last week? And how much do you think the week of practice is going to help him?
I think it's going to help him a lot, Joel. I mean, it is a tough matchup, but you can tell Jared's feels more comfortable. Those last week, I'm not going to lie, literally they were going up to the line of scrimmage every play, and Quentin's leaning over and saying something to him almost every play in practice, about what we're doing. And you see very little of that this week. It's like it's all come together very quickly. I really give Jared a lot of credit. Worked very hard at it. It'll be a great matchup. As we know, the Bills defense, they're very athletic. They're fast and athletic up front. So it'll be a good challenge for all of us.
Last one, Phil B.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Phil.
I remember Coach Dungy always saying that no matter how well they practiced or what went on during the week, he was never quite sure how the team was going to show up on game day. I'm wondering, in your mind, are you supremely confident for a game, or is it, I've got an open mind, we've done everything we can to prepare, and I'm ready to adjust anything?
No, I think it's, you go in, I understand what Coach Dungy is saying. There's a side when you practice well, even though we only had the one day, there's a mindset and a feel and a vibe that you get during the week that it's not the same every week. It's close to the same every week. And I think we practice well and we meet well. So generally speaking, I feel good every week. And then there's some weeks where you feel extra good. So I'll just leave it at that. I won't express my feelings at this point on the matter, but I'll just tell you that I think for me, in my experience, that's how it goes. I feel confident every week. And then sometimes you have a little bit extra confidence, based on the factors leading into the game.